All right, Draco Game, man. I'm back with another video, man. And today, man, I got some that I want to talk to y'all about, man. Some that's we all go through it, man. We all have our ups and downs, man. But today, man, I ain't no script. I ain't got no notes wrote, man. I ain't trying to, sell y'all on, which I'm never trying to do that or nothing like that, man. Today, I'm just having a conversation with y'all, man, my family, man, the people so far that has subscribed, man, or the ones that maybe after this video you might choose to subscribe, man. But I just want to talk to y'all, man. Heartfelt message, man. Hopefully this can help somebody, man. And yeah, man. So we're gonna get straight into it, man. So, man, life we have ups and downs. We all know that, man. We all go through it. We all done been through it. You know what I'm saying? Or you might have seen people that been through it, man. And it can be tough, man. Whether you're going through something right now and you watching this video, or maybe you've been through something, you like, man, I can relate to that, man. And you want to drop some love in the comment section, please. Always do that, man, because you just never know who it can help. But we're gonna get straight into my story, man, and my testimony that I want to give y'all, man, and just why you should never, never give up, man. So, probably about 3 years ago, maybe 3.5 years ago, I was going through a lot, man. I was going through some tough times, man. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, man. Just trying to figure some stuff out, trying to get myself together, man. It just seemed like nothing would go right for me. I was going through so much stuff, so much was happening at one time, and I was just so overwhelmed, man. Like I was just like, God, why? You know what I'm saying? Because at the time, man, I really truly felt like, I was a good person, which I still feel like I am today, man. Or I felt like, I didn't deserve some of the stuff that I was put through or I was going through, or, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't really truly realize that God could use certain things to really truly elevate you. And like right when you on the crest of going up, it's God always puts you through tests and battle just to test and see how you gonna handle it, man. And like I said, to get into my testimony, man. So I was driving trucks. I had just quit my job. I was in South Carolina working for Volvo. And I was doing good at Volvo. You know what I'm saying? I was making good money. I was living good. 401k was looking good. Saving account was looking good. You know what I'm saying? I had an old friend, man, and he had left. He had started hot shotting. If you don't know what hot shot it is, it's like, you got a dually truck trailer and you haul, parts and stuff. Almost like essentially like what 18 wheelers do, but it's just in a dually truck. So I was doing that. I was hot shotting. Um, well, let's get back to it. I left Volvo. I bought me a truck, which the truck was like $60,000. You know what I'm saying? Um, I bought me a trailer. It was pretty expensive. So I was using a lot of my money that I had saved or in my 401k after I quit my job to really fund. And I really was like taking a real big leap of faith. Like it was like super huge because I was going from having premium health insurance, a consistent check that I know gonna be there as long as I go to work. Um, Really, man, just all the easy things that it was just having a regular 9 to 5 job would have, man, and really going into a whole nother ball field, a whole nother avenue where you had to try to make your own work, pay for your own insurance, you got calls for fuel and stuff like that because you're driving up and back and forth down the road with heavy equipment, man. So it's just a lot of stuff that goes into that truck driving stuff that I knew about. Um, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna take the chance, man. And I really left my job. Like I said, I bought a truck, trailer, all my equipment, and it was good, man. It was good for the first, I'll say, 4 or 5 months. Like I'm good, I'm chilling, man. It was a little bit expensive. Like just throw it out there. My commercial insurance, I was paying like it was like $2,300 a month, which was like crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can't believe insurance alone was just as much. Then you had like fuel prices, probably $1,000 a week on fuel. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it can get up there. Then staying in South Carolina, it ain't that cheap. It ain't that cheap. Apartment, 2 bedroom apartment. I think I was paying like $1,400. You know what I'm saying? So like I had to make a significant amount of money to really stay ahead and put myself in a place where I was good and I was comfortable and I wouldn't get behind, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like when I took that leap of faith, like I said, the first couple months was cool, everything went smooth, whatever. And then it was like, man, something just started hitting. It was like one bad thing after another. Like, I think I had like a blowout, then stuff going wrong with the trailer, then everything. I think it was like around that time was like a war going on. So stuff with the economy was like bad. Then you had people taking freight that we would usually take for $1,000 was going for like 450, and people taking that. So it's like if somebody usually goes for $1,000 in trucking, and people started to take it for $400, then people they gonna dish it out to the people that's taking it for $400. So it just make everything the cost and the value of stuff just start to slowly decline. And for you know it, man, I just got really, really behind, man. Like to a point where I was so deep in the hole, I'm like, how the fuck this happened? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking around and I feel like it snuck up on me and it happened so fast to the point where like it really kind of spooked me a little bit, man. It really did, man, because I'm like, dang, I can't afford to pay my rent this month. Oh shit, this month I can't pay the insurance because it's $2,300. Oh, okay, now I'm trying to figure out I need fuel for this week. You know what I'm saying? Like then I got the truck note, which was another $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff just started to creep and creep and creep and creep and creep, man. And it really got to a point where I was trying to pick up loads and stuff like that, but it wasn't really no good loads, man. And man, it just got to a point, bro, where it was just real, real bad, man. And I looked up, man, and I was like, bro, I can't drive trucks no more. I'm like, I'm gonna have to find me another job. You know what I'm saying? Try to do something different. But even that didn't work, man. I was just so far in the hole till it got to a point where my truck. I remember, man. I remember this like yesterday. I was going through so much stuff, just mentally, physically, spiritually, and I was having a real bad dream. Like I still remember the dream to this day. I ain't gonna speak on the dream, but it was like, man, it was bad, bro. Like it was real, real. It was like it was a bad dream. You know what I'm saying? And it felt so real. And yeah, man, it felt so real to the point I woke up and I was having like a real bad panic attack. Like I had never had a panic attack ever in my life. And at the time, my ex-girlfriend, whatever, we was together, and I remember I was going through that, and I knew because I had already been going through like a lot of stress, um, and just really, man, I don't know, man, it was just taking a toll on me, like just a real, real bad toll on me. And I remember I was telling her, like, man, I can't breathe. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad I felt. Like I couldn't breathe. Like I was trying to catch my air, trying to catch my breath. And she was like, okay, I need to take you to the hospital. Okay, so we was getting ready to try to go to the hospital because I ain't know I'm having a heart attack. If I'm sick, I just woke up out of this bad dream. I don't know. I'm so mentally clustered to the point where I just don't really know what I'm kind of like everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I remember we getting downstairs and we get to her car and we looking around like this is no cap. Like I'm looking around, I'm like, what the fuck my truck? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in the midst of all this. I'm like, bruh, what my truck? Like I'm like, oh no. Like and it was like the panic attack I was having, like you would have thought it would have spiked it like crazy and I showed up, but it was like it started to calm down. I'm like, cause like my mind and focus, whatever I was going through, just went away and it went straight to my truck. And it essentially calmed me down. I'm like, oh bro, they didn't came and got the truck, bro. So now I'm like, oh shit. I don't have no wheels. Like I can't get to work, you know what I'm saying? At this point I had started working at I think at this point I was working at AT&T at this point because I had left trucking. Like I can't get to work. I'm like, bro, what I'm finna do, bro? Like bills behind, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it was bad, man. It was bad. It was sad, man. I remember calling them. They was like, yeah, it's repossessed. If you don't pay this amount of money, you ain't gonna be able to get the truck back. They gonna sell it and this and that. And I didn't have the money to pay it. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I was so far behind that I didn't have the money to pay it. You know what I'm saying? That's just honest truth. And I remember, man, going in the house and I just got on my knees. You know what I'm saying? Just praying, praying, and praying, and asking God like, why? You know what I'm saying? One, two, like I'm thankful for everything you've done so far, but like, can you please help me? You know what I'm saying? I remember asking God, like, God, I need your help. I don't know who else to call on. You know what I'm saying? Like, my parents had been trying to do what they could to help me out, but there was only so much they could do. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, man, I really had exhausted all rims. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had nothing to do. So I was like, my daddy was like, okay, I'm gonna let you have the truck that we had back in the hometown. You know what I'm saying? So they brought that up to me. That was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Had that black truck. You know what I'm saying? The Chevy. If you know me, heavy Chevy. Still got it out here now. You know what I'm saying? And I remember probably like a couple months after that, like, okay, stuff, my bill's still way behind, you know what I'm saying? But I'm kind of moving, sliding, grooving, trying to figure some stuff out. Couldn't pay rent. I'm like, damn, like, can't pay the rent, bro. Like, I'm behind, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, like, shit is creeping up on me. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't pay rent another month. I'm like, yeah, that shit getting sticky. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's getting bad for you, boy. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm like, God, I'm trying. I don't know what you trying to do, man, but like, I'm 8 hours home from Alabama. I really don't have a lot of family. I did meet a lot of people up there that I call family that was, what I'm saying, that was in my corner. A lot of folks I thought was in my corner that wasn't in my corner, but that's for a whole nother conversation. Um, and it got to a point where I got an eviction notice, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you're gonna have to pay X amount of money. You can take it to court, woo woo. But you're gonna have to pay this money if you want to stay ahead of our place. You know what I'm saying? I'm already behind on the truck. I'm already behind on insurance bills I need to pay. And it's like it got bad. So I'm like, I remember calling my mama. Cause I had never I left Alabama and you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people have stuff to say about Alabama, which Alabama is actually, if you come here, you do what you're supposed to do, you can really set yourself up to be great. It's a lot of I know a lot of successful, my mom and dad successful, you know what I'm saying? And they bust they behind, you know what I'm saying? Like I know my uncles, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of successful people. So in Alabama, it's opportunity if you make it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to work. A lot of people don't want to do what they're supposed to do to be great. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel when people say that Alabama is smaller, especially me leaving, South Carolina. I was in Charleston, so Charleston was rated like the number one tourist spot in I think it was like a couple years ago. Um, in I think it was like 2024 or something like that. So it was really big city, nice city. Um, so coming back to Alabama, it was a little slow, you know what I'm saying? And then, just knowing Alabama. So I can see why people say they want to get out of Alabama, which you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really tripping, you know what I'm saying? But to get back to the story, because I don't want to be all over the place, you know what I'm saying? I never really thought I would move back to Alabama because I was cool with being out there. I was close to beaches and, good town, good atmosphere, whatever. And I remember calling my mama and telling her I was like, man, I can't pay the rent. You know what I'm saying? Like they got an eviction notice. And she had already been, her and my dad had already been kind of like egging it like, I think you should move back home and just restart. You know what I'm saying? But for a minute, my pride and my ego, and that's what I want to tell y'all. Do not let your pride and ego get in the way of what you need to do in the moment, if that makes sense. Doing the right thing in the moment to get you to where you're trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do, you only gonna prolong the process of you getting to where you need to get to or where God is trying to get you to. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I called my mama, I told her whatever, you know what I'm saying, I'm going through this, she already kinda knew. She was like, listen, Kel, 'cause everybody called me Kel, that's my middle name. Middle name is Jaquel. And Draco, y'all, if you wonder what Draco means, DeAndre is my real name. But she was like, Kel, you really need to come back home. And I remember hearing it, and for the first time, I kind of felt it. It was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was like, every time she would say it in the past, they'd be like, even when I was kind of doing pretty good, they were like, man, you sure you don't want to come home? Like, come back home, man. Like, y'all can route that up. You know what I'm saying? Or even when I started to go through a little stuff, they was like, man, you sure you don't want to come back home? I was like, nah, I ain't trying to come back to Alabama. You know what I'm saying? But for the first time, I felt like it was like spirit, like God. It was like, she was like, Kel. And she ain't really force me. She was like, I think you should come back home. And, I was like, yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I was sitting in there. I remember the day I was sitting in the truck. It was raining. And it's crazy that I remember all this stuff like that, but it was raining. And when in AT&T, I used to run fiber lines and stuff and hook up internet connection. So when it rained, you can't really be outside. So we sit in the truck. I get the eviction notice. It's raining. So we can't do no work. That's when I called my mama and she told me to come back home. And I remember like soon as she said it, I was like, yeah, I'm finna quit. Like, I'm finna get up. I was like, I'm finna go now. Like, I need to go and start doing what I need to do to get back to where I used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, when my bank account was good, when my 401k was good, when I was living, when I was eating, when I was partying, when I was enjoying family, when I was, you know what I'm saying, going on vacation. Like, I need that. Like, the type of guy I am, I'm not a content type of person, bro. Like, I'm not the type of dude that just cool with the bare minimum. Like, I like to travel. I like to go to nice restaurants. I like nice stuff. Like, if you see this apartment now, like, I'm so blessed. I have a lot of nice stuff here already. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of nice stuff. You know what I'm saying? My girlfriend, she likes nice stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I was like, yeah, I need to go and get to where I'm trying to get to. So I was like, instantly, I called my boss on the phone. I was like, hey, boss. I think I'm gonna be wrapping this up real soon. And he was like, huh? Like, yeah, man, I think I'm gonna move back to Alabama. He was like, huh? I was like, yeah, I just got a lot of stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? And, when we get back to the office or whatever, I think I'm gonna try to wrap this up, man. And I remember like that same day wrapping this stuff up. Like I was like, hey man, hey, I appreciate all y'all crew members, man. Y'all been a blessing. There was a lot of great guys that I met at AT&T. Went home from there, instantly started packing, bro. Instantly started getting stuff together. Mom was like, we can come get you by like this weekend. I'm like, bet, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, we gonna make it happen, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just go to show you how your mom doing right by your parents too, honor your mother and your father, man, can really go a long way, man, because just them loving on me and showing me that they care enough to, we want you to do better. We want better for you. We know you're going through something, but we here. Like, you can fall back on us. That was just such a blessing, man. And yeah, man, I wrapped everything up, and I remember by that Saturday, man, like I was headed out, man, and you know, ah, I'm kind of in this right now because I'm trying to see, do I even want to tell y'all this? Fuck it. Also, in that whole situation, man, I lost a lot of friends, right? The girlfriend I had at the time was cheating, you know what I'm saying, with somebody I was close to. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to nitpick with nobody, or I don't want to open that camp because I'm really past that. You know what I'm saying? Everything is blessed right now, you know what I'm saying? But the girlfriend at the time I was dealing with was cheating with somebody that was like this to me, like on my hip, one of my close partners, you know what I'm saying? And that was like another big toll on me that was just like, God, I need to get away from here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this it's shitty. Like everything that's going on right now, I don't know what God is doing or what He's trying to tell me, but everything is leading back to getting DeAndre Jaquel back to a place where he needs his peace. He needs his financial situation to do better. He needs his health to do better. He just needs everything to get better, man. I just remember cutting off a lot of their friends and all that. And I remember like the ones that was still close to me, they came and checked on me before I left, visited me, man. And it was just such a special moment, man. Um, Shout out to everybody that might be watching that was there for a part of that. Um, but yeah, man, they made it special for me leaving out, man. And I remember leaving, I just felt like a sense of like relief, bro. It's like, okay, I'm going back. I'm going back to the roots. I'm going back home. But also, I felt like a sense of like, it was like determination, bro. Like the whole ride home, bro, it was like some in me was just like that dog in me, bro. Like it was just like when I get here, I'm in that mode. You know what I'm saying? And I record, and the thing is, you can actually go back and watch my old videos. I have like this stuff that's going on my video, like back in real time back then. I didn't discuss the relationship part and all that because that was just something I was dealing with that I ain't even know I ever wanted to even speak on. You know what I'm saying? But um, yeah, man, I remember that I just had that dog in me, bro. Like I was like, when I get back home in that mode, I'm in the gym, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I need to because I had been on my own since I had been like 20. You know what I'm saying? So like own apartment, car, bought my car, all that crib, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so staying with somebody ain't really my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like staying with my mama, that wasn't my thing, man. It's all like I need my own space. I need my own personal space. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I remember getting back home, man. My parents landed me to upstairs, and I was just in my bag, bro. Like as soon as I got there, started working out. Soon as after that, I got me a job within like a month. I was working in a fish plant, and it wasn't the best of jobs, but it was a job. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes, bro, you have to do what you can do till you can get to where you're trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? So do what you can do till you can do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I was working at a fish plant, pretty shitty. Um, but eventually Mercedes reached out to me because I was applying, you know what I'm saying, applying for Mercedes or whatever. And I remember the process took like 5 months, 6 months. I was like, dang, bro, it's taking forever. But it still all worked out, for the best. And literally, guys, within 7 months of me moving home, seven, bruh, seven, not a year, not a year and a half, not 2 years, not 3 years, 7 months, y'all. I despised a plan to do better, be better, give it my all. And in 7 months, I had my own crib. This is no cap. This is real spill, bro. So like when folks be saying like, "Oh, I'm trying, and I ain't knocking nobody. Take a year, however long it take you to get your stuff together, bro. But when you really truly want something, bro, you gonna make it happen, bro. 7 months, I had a whole nother crib back in Alabama. New jobs, working at Mercedes. So I'm doing, at this point, I'm doing good. I'm making good money again. You know what I'm saying? Good benefits. Apartment, started off small. That's cool though. I ain't tripping on that, bro. It's my own space. I got my own fridge. Come in and out like I want to. I can walk around butt naked if I want to. I can't do that at mama crib. You know what I'm saying? If I want to have company, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? I want to play my music, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that at mama crib. You know what I'm saying? But it was my spot, man. I think the square footage was somewhere like 600 square foot, something super small. It'll be even that, maybe like 575. You know what I'm saying? Square foot. You know what I'm saying? But it was my spot, man. And I'm moving, grooving, sliding. You know what I'm saying? I'm slowly just seeing my life like starting to go like this, bro. Like it's like it ain't fat, it ain't like this, but it's like okay, inch after inch after inch after inch. You know what I'm saying? Furniture, I still have all my old furniture from my last apartment or whatever. Because my last apartment was a 2 bedroom and it was nice. It was like 1,000 square foot, you know what I'm saying? So pretty big. And eventually, man, I ran across my now current girlfriend, which is pregnant, man. If y'all been watching my videos, man, your boy finna be a father. Such a blessing. But ran across her and man, we just locked in, man, like instantly, man. We locked in, man, and she made me better. She made me better. I make her better, and we push each other, man. And within like a year and so like that, man. We end up moving in together. Because it just felt right. You know what I'm saying? Usually I don't move fast, but with her, man, it just finally felt like. And this now let's do a little time lapse. Let's do a little time lapse because now we're probably by the time I meet her, I'm probably about two. I had been staying in my apartment for at least a year. I know for at least a year. Um, so about 2 years after all the bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Now 7 months from my apartment. About a year and a half, 2 years before I met her. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, about 6 months to a year. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Somewhere up in there. So I'm trying to get everything situated in my head, how it went. But yeah, about a year, whatever. We talking about situations, staying together, whatever. And like I said, we push each other to be better. And we talked about it. We was like, man, you working from home, we're gonna need a bigger spot. You know what I'm saying? And I just remember us saying like, um, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it happen, man. And now we in my current spot here, which is 1,400 square foot. It is a huge apartment, man. Beautiful apartment. We got it set up all nice and neat. And I'm saying that to say, man, like when you trust in God, I went from getting evicted, you know what I'm saying? Moving back in with my mama, going to a small apartment. Now I'm in this big apartment, you know what I'm saying? Just bought a new car like 3 months ago. Nice car, Nissan Altima, newer model. And man, when you just trust in God, man, got a child on the way. You know what I'm saying? This woman here, she's not needy. You know what I'm saying? Like in the past, she's not trying to get over on me from what it seemed like. You know what I'm saying? I know she's not, you know what I'm saying? But God, sometimes, man, He puts you in an isolation period so you can learn what you need and what you don't need out of life and out of people. You know what I'm saying? He takes you through certain circumstances and situations to test you to see are you going to be strong enough to handle the battle. And I'm a firm believer when they say God gives his biggest battles to his strongest soldiers. I believe that 100%, man. And God sometimes want to test you and see is he capable of still believing in me and trusting that I'm gonna get him to where he needs to be. You know what I'm saying? And man, every single time, man, I just kept going hard. Got in Mercedes, grind and grind and grind. I just never gave up, gang. Like, you can't stop, bro. You just can't stop. We all go through it. Everybody's circumstance is just a little bit different, but it's all kind of, sometimes they can all playing into like the same type of, what I'm saying, scenarios. You know what I'm saying? You're going through it, trying to figure out how you gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? All kind of similar situation, you know what I'm saying? But it's how you take your situation and make it beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like something you can go back one day if you do have kids or family members or brothers or sisters or whoever, you can give game and tell them, hey man, I know what you're going through. Don't stop. Trust. Trust. Don't stop. It's gonna get better. You know what I'm saying, man? And it got better, man. And it's just such a blessing, man. And still, man, just because it get better don't mean stuff don't happen again. Like, hey, man, I still go through it. like a regular person. We all go through it. Don't matter how much money you got. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much stuff you got, man. It's gonna always be situations that's gonna test you. You know what I'm saying? And every time we go through through these situations, me and my current girlfriend, we never stop. We never give up. We never feel like we can't do it or like God ain't gonna get us out of it because He gonna get us out of it every single time. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, man. Keep pushing, bro. Keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. That's all I can say. Keep pushing. Keep pushing, man. Keep pushing, bro. Keep fucking pushing, man. It gets better, man. It gets greater later. But I truly pray, man, that this helps somebody today, man. I hope you continue to follow along me on my journey, man. We talk about a lot of stuff on this channel, man. We do investing, talk about what I'm saying, ways to make money, passive income, man. We just share, beautiful moments like this together, man. I got a child on the way, man. So if you've been following that, man, I'm super excited, super happy to be a father, man. And yeah, my camera cut out, but man, like I was saying, man, just super excited, man, to continue to share my journey with y'all, man. I really truly hope this video helps some people today. Draco Game, man, continue to rock with me, man. Continue to show love, man. I truly hope y'all can share this channel with people, man, and I have more people that come along with me that's just like me, man, or really rock with what I got going on, man. So I love y'all, man. Draco Game, we out.